Hello everybody. How are your hips this morning? Feeling a bit tight? Then this practice is right for you. I'm Irene Campbell, yoga teacher and creator of the Yoga for Stress Foundation course. The link for this course is in the description. Tight hips are very common. They can be a result of simply anatomy, of our Western lifestyle, sitting a lot, and also we often hold stress in the hips. So let's look at this area of the body. But as all as with all my yoga practices, there is something for the whole body. Yoga is a whole body experience, so we don't want to isolate one particular part of the body, but maybe just focus on that part a little bit more in a particular practice. So when you are ready, join me on the floor. You could use yoga blocks today if you have them, but if you don't have them, don't worry. And we're going to lie on the back. Yeah, start with a couple of deep breaths. Find a little bit of ease in the body. Just look forward to a bit of time to yourself, to moving and stretching the body. And then draw your knees towards the chest in a relaxed way. So keep the shoulders relaxed, lower back relaxed. And take your knees round in a circle to massage the lower back. And then take the knees around the other way. Rock a bit from side to side. And then start to ease out the hips a little bit by pushing the knees away, apart and together. So do really nice, big, mindful circles. Change direction. And then place both feet on the floor. Feet are in line with the hips. Arms are at the side of the body. On your next exhalation, you draw the lower back down towards the floor. And on the inhalation, you start to roll up the spine. So roll into bridge pose, lifting the hips and rolling onto the shoulders, and then roll down again. Let's do that 2 more times. Really feel into your spine here, vertebra by vertebra, as you roll up. And you roll down. Tailbone comes down last. One last time. Keep that left foot where it is and draw the right knee towards the body. Might like to ease out the ankle a bit. And then move your right knee out to the side. You can, let that left knee go out a little bit for balance. And then either stay in this position or come into a half happy baby. So you would hold your right ankle or the outside of your right foot, making sure that shin is vertical and knee and ankle stay on top of each other. And then just actively draw that right knee down a little bit and let the left leg find balance here so that you don't roll over to the right side. So just giving the body a bit of time here, a few more breaths. And then you draw that left knee in and you place your right foot on top of the left leg, pushing the right knee away. And then we draw the left knee in, holding the thigh or the shin. The important thing here is that the shoulders can stay relaxed, so the elbows are bent and the lower back is relaxed on the floor. And that left knee stays in line with the left hip. So you want to find a good sensation in the right hip and glutes. Not too intense so that you don't start tensing up. Couple more breaths. And then place the left foot down. Stretch both legs away for a moment. Take the arms up and over. Nice long floor supported stretch. And then place both feet on the floor again. The feet are hip width apart and you draw the left knee towards the body this time. Ease out your ankle. And then you move your knee out to the side, staying nicely centered on the floor. Both hips are down. Half happy baby as an option here. So the knee is on the outside of the body, the arm on the inside of the knee. Take that left knee in, the right knee in and cross the left foot over. Push the left knee back. And then you come into your pigeon stretch. So link your hands maybe the other way this time. Remember those relaxed shoulders, relaxed lower back. So feel that intensity in the left hip. But then just reconnect with the whole body. Lovely. And then release, just come into that nice floor supported stretch one more time. Taking the arms down again and roll onto your left side now. We're going to strengthen our hips a little bit in this sideways position. So you take the knees forwards and you place the feet in line with your hips. So feet, hips and shoulders are all in one line. The knees are on top of each other. You're not rolling forwards, you're not rolling backwards. So when you have that stable position, keeping the feet together, You're going to lift your top knee up and you're going to lower it down again. And we are going to do that a few times. So you do it slowly, you really isolate the movement of that knee, exploring how high the knee will go. Last two. So now keep the knees together. Tap out the hip a little bit if you feel it, or maybe in the side of the leg. So now we're going to keep the knees together and we're going to lift the foot, the top foot up and down. And you'll feel the movement here in the hip then as well. So a few more. So we want to have about 10, 12 repetitions. Lovely. Now stretch the legs away. Push yourself up, prop yourself up on your elbows. Keep that nice sideways alignment. Ankle, hip, shoulders. And lift yourself into an elbow side plank. Arms at the side of the body, arm pointing up. Just for a couple of breaths. And then lower down. And we are going to do the same on the other side. Starting with the knees bent. Feet, hips and shoulders in one line. Knees on top of each other. And then when you are ready, lift that knee up and down. Observing differences between one hip and the other. A couple more times. Keep the knees together, move your top foot up and down. Couple more times. And then pat out whatever needs patting out. Straighten your legs, prop yourself up on the elbows and come into your elbow side plank. And lower down. Come onto your front. Into Sphinx pose. So legs are hip width apart. Push the tops of the feet down. Push the hips down, the elbows down, lift the collarbones. Take the left hand out to the side and straighten that arm. Push yourself into a twist here. Keep the hips down, firmly down, both of the hip bones. Come back to center, twist over to the other side. And back to center. Push into downward facing dog. Pushing the hips up this time. The hands and the feet push down. So we are stepping the right foot forward now. If you like, you could take that right leg up briefly. And then step through. Help that foot along if necessary. And lower your left knee down. So the shin is vertical. And we are here in this low lunge. Just allowing the hips to release down. You might feel it in your left thigh as well. And then push into a high lunge and rise up. Hands on your hips. Tuck the hips under. Bend your back knee a little bit. And then lower your knee down towards the floor and come up again. So don't worry if the knee doesn't come down all the way to the floor. Just do this mindfully about 5 times. Take the hands down, step back into your downward facing dog. Couple of nice deep breaths here. Lifting the left leg as an option. Step the left foot through, help it along if necessary. Place the right knee down for a moment. So lengthen here from your back foot all the way to the crown of your head. Relaxing the hips. And then come up. Tucking those hips under. And taking the knee down and up again. Take the hands down, step back, come into your downward facing dog. And then from down dog, we are going to step the feet in a little bit, turn the toes out, take the hands back. And here we are in a squat position. You can keep your heels lifted. Maybe they'll come down on the floor. Make sure you're not collapsing into your ankles. So you always feel the outside of your feet in this position. Hands at your heart. And we are going to finish the practice in a seated position. So sitting on the floor now, taking the right leg in front and sitting upright. So just wanted to show you briefly how to use the block, because cross-legged is difficult for many people. So you could just support your knees this way, even if you find cross-legged quite easy. Having that support underneath the knees can really allow the legs to relax here, and the position to feel maybe that little bit more easy and steady. So let's finish by taking the awareness to the breath. And we come into a simple twist, just crossing the left hand over, taking the right hand behind. Inhale, lengthen through your body, and then exhale, twist around, look over your back shoulder. Come back to center, twist the other way. Come back to center, just take those blocks away. And take your legs out wide. So if you are rounding a lot in this position, then keep a bend in the knees to allow you to sit upright. Otherwise, straighten your legs as much as possible. You can lift yourself up so you find a little bit of a forward motion here. Ease a little bit into this position. And next time you inhale, lengthen through the body. And as you exhale, come forwards a little bit more. So this will vary a lot. Focus on the straight spine, on lifting the collarbones. And then either stay here, or maybe just feel into the body. As soon as you feel your back rounding, you don't go any further. So keep your legs active, the toes are pointing up. Breath stays steady. If you are quite low, you could catch those toes, pushing the toes against your fingers, lengthening a little bit more into this position. And then you carefully come up. Help your knees up, take the feet forwards. Just give yourself a little hug. Take your legs into a cross-legged position. Inhale, take the hands up, place the palms together. And exhale, take the hands to your heart. Thank you for joining me for this practice. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, get notifications. And until I see you next time, stay well, stay active.